There's something missing in 1 Chronicles 20. Did you catch it? As you're reading along, you hear how David remained at Jerusalem, and then the narrative goes on to talk about the conquest of Joab. Now, if you compare that with the parallel account in 2 Samuel chapter 11, we also hear how David remained at Jerusalem, and then the narrative goes on to talk about what he did with Bathsheba and what he did to Uriah. The chronicler omits what happened between David and Bathsheba and Uriah. Why? Well, keep in mind that the purpose of each biblical writer is different. They all have a certain reason for an approach to their telling of the story or their writing of whatever it is they're writing. You see differences in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. You see in the Psalms, for instance, one psalm that will highlight the rebellions of Israel, and the very next psalm will highlight all the great things that God did for Israel and will omit any mention of the rebellions of Israel. Now, the chronicler is out to highlight all the great things that God did with and through David. And so that's the purpose of him telling the story the way that he does. He's not unaware of David's sin. In fact, he's going to bring it up in chapter 21 when he talks about the census. There's more than one way to tell the story of a biblical character. It's the same in our own lives. We can tell our life story highlighting the sins and the failures and the weaknesses, but we can also tell our same life story highlighting all the great things that God has done for us. There's more than one way to tell the story of a person.